Here's what AI can do for us right now, not in the future, but right now. AI can write for us. It can write emails or response to client emails. It can write listing descriptions. It can even research and write blog posts and articles and papers much better than we ever could. Here's an example. I'm just going to take a CMA that I pulled and a prompt and drop this into ChatGPT and have it write a listing description for me. I'm a real estate agent. I want to create a web page with information about a home I'm selling. Attach the CMA for the home I'm selling. Write 150 to 175 word description for this home. The tone should be familiar and in a storytelling format. Don't use overly persuasive language or too crafty language. Include an inviting headline. So we can put this to work to do writing on our behalf, and we can make it sound like us if we want it to sound like us. We can make it sound not like us if we don't want it to sound like us. But if we give it good data and information, it can write really, really well. We can make or modify images, for example, for virtual staging or for Instagram content. We can use AI to create videos, like AI avatars or AI versions of ourselves that we can use to make YouTube videos. Say hello to AI Chris. Hi, Chris. We can use AI for analysis. We can have it provide insights and do research to find patterns and even produce professional looking reports based on the information and insights that it finds when you give it that data. Here's an example of a report where it literally put together a nice looking PDF or a professional version of a report that did not just the analysis, not just the insights, but even did the formatting too. AI can predict outcomes from data, for example, home values or pricing strategies. AI can automate tasks, for example, entering data, scheduling tasks, publishing content. Here's a connection between ChatGPT and HubSpot using a simple custom GPT that I made. You can take business card information, extract the contents of that business card information, and upload it directly to the CRM of your choice. AI can write code, create formulas for spreadsheets, build apps, plugins, and build full websites. AI can advise you on everything from baking a cake to coming up with a business strategy for the next year. Here's an example of a tool that we've created called our listing coach. And I'm just going to enter the prompt. Give me a script I can use to help my Austin seller reduce the price of their home from $650 to $595. And in this case, this listing coach tool, because it's been trained on everything that my firm has to say and to teach and to instruct about listings, it's going to come up with a really specific script and dialogue that adheres to the process and the training that we do. So for example, it has here the seller price adjustment script, and it talks about a purpose and gives the specific steps and the specific scripts based on the training that we've provided in the past. So you might be wondering, is it too late? Am I too late to the AI party? Is it too late for me to start using this tool, this technology, that I can save time, that I can operationalize or automate parts of my business, maybe even make some more? One thing for sure, I know that this is a phenomenal tool for creating superior customer experiences. Here's the good news. Even though AI has been around for a little while, well, it's not been that long. It's just been a couple of years. We are still very early to the AI party. In fact, AI is really still in its infancy. If you think of the changes that happened from personal computing, for example, in the 70s, or the internet, in the early 90s, and then how that transformation has continued to shape actual consumer behavior. Think about smartphones, think about social media. All of these technologies have had tremendous impact on consumer behavior, and they took time. Right? They took time to have that impact. But it takes time because these technologies, they're evolving, they're changing, and as they change, the impact that they have also changes. So we are still very early, and you are in the right spot to make that change. So how do we harness and implement AI into our real estate practice? The first thing we have to do is we have to educate ourselves. The second thing you have to do is start using the tools of AI. Using tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, GenSpark, Manus. You do have to use them so that you can get more than just theoretical knowledge, but actual hands-on knowledge so that you know what to use and what you can discard. Last, I explore you to get help. So be sure to check out the resources available at the Paperless Agent to help you implement AI in a useful, practical, and profitable way.